Welcome everybody back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. I hope you're having a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, or night. Okay, so please make sure you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. Okay. So take what resonates with you from this reading, leave what doesn't for the person that it's meant for. All right. If you have a pendulum, this is a pendulum. You can use a pendulum or you can use resistance or muscle testing. Two different ways you can ask yes and no questions from your higher self and get an answer back while navigating these messages. Okay. So use your best discernment. Again, I only take responsibility for myself. So by watching my videos, you are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes shadow banning, plagiarism, and the copywriting of my messages. Everything said on this platform is channeled from God and the Holy Spirit, and so do not steal messages from them. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Hi, welcome everybody coming into the chat. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Make sure that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then you can ask your question. And hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I go live. So yeah. Okay. So now we're going to do the prayer. I'm always just guided to different things on this prayer sheet, but okay. So I ask that the Most High God be with us now and the Holy Spirit and the Christ energy. I'm calling upon the God. I'm asking that God give us the grace, the light of God, the glory of God, and the heavenly host armies. We also ask that the Most High God order our steps when dealing with anything in the psychic or spiritual realm or anything in the lower dimensions. We invoke protection and safety. And then I also call upon the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, to please protect this reading and every other. Please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, so thank you, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence, and I meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay, now that we got that. All right. So, you know what? On my other platform, everybody was asking about the month of May. Is that what you guys want to know about too? I just think it's funny because we're in May. We're on May 1st right now. That means in 4 days, Cinco de Mayo. So happy celebration for any of you that celebrate. Okay. So I'm just going to go with the first person. Yeah, make sure that you guys subscribe to the platform. It's really important, and hit the notification bell and like the video. And then I will definitely do my best to help answer your guys' questions. Okay, so let's see what's coming for you. Divyanasha Mishra. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. So I'm seeing flowers, which means whatever you're watering right now, metaphorically, is going to grow. So it's going to be really important to pay attention to the way that you're thinking about things, because that's going to shape your reality, right? My other platform is called ASTRAEA Love. Forgot to put the S. And so, yeah, I do tarot readings on the other one more than on this one. I use a lot of oracle cards on this channel. And I charge a $10 super chat to answer any questions on my other channel. Just to let you know. So you guys really are getting like the best help for free. This is crazy. But it's good because I want to build a community of people who are legit. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. Somebody's in their head about you. Somebody is in their head about you. They're overthinking, they're stressed, and they're analyzing. I picked up this energy. There's a lot of people that are under judgment right now, creeping just came out. They're under judgment for leading people the wrong way intentionally. And you could have had somebody that's in their head because they knew that they were delaying. Oh, you found it. Good. They knew that they were delaying your life in some type of way. So you definitely have an energy, Divyanasha Mishri, that's in their head about you, and they're watching you. Marrying for money in the reverse. Maybe you thought that this person wanted to marry you for your money, or maybe you got that impression off of them. Is that it? No. This person's in their head. They don't want you to think that they want to marry you for money. Wow. Manipulative. Okay. So this is about some resources you haven't even tapped into yet. This person's in their head thinking about what you earn. That's kind of weird. They're very clout hungry. It is your ex. Yes, absolutely. This person doesn't want to come off like they want to marry you for money, but they're broke. That's why they want to come back into your life. This person says anything, does anything, makes shit up, and is dramatic. This person is so overstressed. I just felt like a very tightness in my solar plexus. I rebuke that energy. Look at this. This is so double confirmation. Love on the brain. It is definitely your ex. It's absolutely your ex. This person's dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, thinking about you. This person wants you back bad. They're like, I miss you. I miss her. I miss her. This is weird, though, because this person doesn't have good intentions for you. Yeah, your light irritates their demons. This is what I'm saying. They're in love with you, but something about your light irritates. Like, if you were to do anything to help yourself when you were around this person would like poo-poo you for it. This person didn't like when you loved on yourself, when you took care of yourself, when you are in this energy. This person feels extremely threatened by this Queen rising, stepping into power, praise, coming up spotlight. So this person could see you coming up or something like that. Or they just see that you're doing better without them. Oh, that's what it is. They're seeing that you are doing so much better without this person. And they're like in their head about that because they're like, why is it when they left me, all of a sudden now they look so great? And why didn't I see this in them before? Well, it's because this person was allowing, whatever demon they are, whatever demon they have with them, they were allowing that to basically influence the relationship in the past. So this is not somebody that spirit is, this is somebody that was a test for you. They were a karmic trial, and they're definitely something that, yeah. And broke up in December. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Maybe he got fired. He could very possibly have gotten fired. But, or he could have gotten just making less money. I don't know what it is that he does, but this person feels like you have something that they need. It could be a creative idea. So what Spirit is saying is that, I don't know if you've been dreaming about this person, but their energy has been actively in your life just recently because they're in their head thinking about you so hard. Like you're picking up on that energy that this person's thinking about you, but this person is so prideful and arrogant. They would never admit to you that they were wrong. And this person never wanted to work on themselves, and those two, yeah, you can feel his energy. It's like just very trying to, when he was around you, this energy is just like a shape shifting between feminine and masculine. I can't figure it out. This person is weird. Their energy is kind of weird to me. Maybe they switch between, two different aspects of themselves. I definitely feel like they want your creative ideas, which is just bizarre. This is why whenever you were around this person, you would invest in yourself. This person literally would not be happy about that. They would be upset. Anytime that you were even working, literally, they would be upset because the focus wasn't on them. That's crazy. So this person's really childish. You're over here reflecting on this energy and this relationship, and basically you're learning how not to create the same. This person that you were with had a lot of insecurities, and again, there's something about them being confused. They're just confused sexually. They're confused in a lot of different ways. I feel like you were a stabilizing force for this person. When your energy left, they kind of fell or had a great fall. Yeah, this bad habits energy, maybe they invested with somebody that's got very bad habits. And well, this person thinking about you, yeah, what he really wants from you is this divine energy. It's something that he can't have, that this person can't have. Again, I can't even say it's a he, because I feel like this is a shapeshifter that you're dealing with. Like this person goes from being masculine to being feminine, but not the positive traits of a feminine, the very toxic traits of a feminine, just very bitchy. Yeah, this person's definitely spying on you with fake accounts. They're waiting for you to release something or launch something or create something so that then they can go and ruin it. It is quite interesting. Yeah, but this person is like, they feel like they can do this because they feel like you don't know who they are behind these fake accounts. But you don't need to be afraid. Nobody needs to be afraid of this person. This person's a coward. Literally, they're a coward. And the only thing that's affecting you really is, will this guy take any kind of action other than stalking you through fake accounts? This person feels like they're still in love with you. That's the problem. They're under the illusion that you maybe still care about them. And it could be your compassion that's that open door. But I'm telling you, this person, I don't think he's going to take any action. Oh, you have met some people. So yeah, this is going to definitely resonate just a little bit differently for different people. But what I'm getting is that this person wants you back bad. Yeah, give them something to cry over. They're trying to dirt dig. Okay, so they feel like if you abandon your work, then if you don't have money, then you'll have to accept them back. That's not true. They're trying to do some type of dirt digging on you, looking for, this person wants to know where you lay your head at. So I don't like that. That makes me very suspicious, because why in the hell would anybody need to know that? That's really nobody's business but you. And like the neighbors that see you. But, other than that, this person wants to come to your location and argue with you about why you should take them back, but they don't know how to find you. They're stalking you through fake accounts. Or maybe they think that you moved and you didn't move, or maybe you did move after this relationship. I mean, you separated from this person and your life got better. That's why this person's looking at you and going, damn, being haunted. Yeah, it's definitely being haunted. Memories, flashback, trauma, and side effects. This person is traumatized by your success, which is really like, you're just shitting on this person and not even trying. And they're just like, what in the hell? What happened? This person got so much better. They're so much more attractive. All this stuff. Photo proof, getting evidence. I'm not kidding. This person wants to find your location so they can get evidence of this change. They're pissed that this change happened without them. Yeah, if he takes any action towards you, then, but Spirit's saying he's very cowardice. This person's was a bully. They're being haunted by the loss of you because they see your success. But if this person takes action towards you, against you, shows up in any type of way, I would be very suspicious, because this person is under the influence of something. And there's, this person, when you say the prayer, God, is there anybody that is in my life or around me or in my energy that doesn't mean me any good? And then God shows you who this person is. Then you go, okay, just anticipate that they are thinking about you. They still feel like they're in love with you. They still feel entitled to your energy. And this is why they feel like they can dig up some type of dirt on you. Again, there is no dirt. Like, this person's going to be digging for the rest of their life, you know? Yeah. And this person's got you feeling confused, like what you're supposed to do. And that's because this person does not want you. They want to delay you. They don't want you to move forward. Literally, this person doesn't want you to move forward because they see you succeeding without them. They're definitely fishing for comments. So just beware of accepting new people on social media. Make sure you do a little bit of a check on them before you just accept their request. Sounds like a classic narcissist empath entanglement. You're exactly right, Lilith. That's exactly correct. It's very much an entanglement. This is like somebody that communicates with you telepathically, and you have angels standing in front of you, literally blocking this person's messages that they keep sending. And also, this person may be wanting to come back because they're having legal issues. Like, this could be that they're getting divorced. Maybe they chose somebody over you. Whatever this is, they could be having. That just tried to looking you up. See, they're having some type of legal issue, and maybe they tried to do some type of fraud or something, because now they're looking you up. You could have moved from this person. Yeah, this person's definitely single. He's definitely not got any other person with him. Like, he's just alone, and that's why he's obsessing. I would say that this person's very obsessive. Yeah, you could have moved, and even just spiritually, you could have spiritually removed your energy, and it cut this person off. And they're like, oh my gosh, I need this person's energy back. So this person wants you back, but they don't have any facts about it. Yeah, exactly. Thank your angels that you're not with this person and that he's gone, because this person is beyond annoying. They could have, like I said, this person could be getting divorced right now from a woman that would want to fight you. You don't need that type of drama coming around. Or he could be getting separated or something like that. Again, I don't feel like he committed to this woman. And so that's why this woman's looking at you like, well, what did you do to make him commit? So yeah, you got definitely dealing with a drama starter. And most likely a psychic vampire for sure. Yeah, well, he didn't have to be married. He could have just been with somebody. There's definitely a jealous female energy lingering. But I don't feel like he messes with this feminine energy anymore. So she really wanted that whatever commitment he gave to you, he didn't give to this other woman. And so that's why this girl's looking at you like, why did this person commit to you and they did not commit to me? Because this person from your past is a karmic. They're not a divine soulmate. This person wants to be a divine soulmate so damn bad. Like, they've prayed to God and everything, and it's just not meant to be. Yeah, he didn't even commit to you. Exactly. But this girl, whatever he said to this other person, made her believe that he was committed to you. So, maybe whatever he said to you, maybe he's switching his story up, because this person's definitely a liar. So if he's still in your energy, I would just return his energy back to him. Say, God, Vishnu, Allah, whatever, source, the Most High, please return this person's energy back to them. Because I feel like you want to move forward with love, and you can, but you've got to get this person out of your energy. And it may be that you're holding an open door of compassion for them, and they could be using that kindness, thinking it's a weakness and trying to attack you with it. So you may want to just think about, okay, as much as this person comes to your mind, it's not normal. It's because they're sending telepathic communication. They're thinking about you all the time. Yeah, you want a guy that can love you, that wants to commit to you, that is going to act right, basically. That's not going to be a manipulative, narcissist, psychic, vampire, warlock person. And I don't know if this person was doing any magic on you when you were together, but since you've not been with him, he has tried to send black magic numerous times. Shiva has come out of the sky and wiped this person's ass out. And so it's like you'll get times where you will not feel him in your energy anymore. And it's because he's been wiped out. And then he ends up coming back because he's never going to get anything that was as good as you. Okay. I'm talking about that kitty cat. He's never going to get another pussy that was as good as yours. And so he wants that divine energy. He feels like when he was with you, he was doing so much better. Like his career and everything reflected that. Since he got with this karmic, it's basically been shit for him. So yeah, but again, he is also karmic. So I would forget this person and kind of open up your heart, allow yourself to heal. It's going to be imperative that you heal so that you don't draw in somebody that was just like that, right? What I want you to do is make a list of everything. Oh, really? Okay. I just saw another question. So yeah, make sure that you make a list of everything that you want in a person and put that list on the fridge. Don't put anything on the list that is something that you don't want. You want to write things like spiritual compatibility. I want my person to be da 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 da. Okay, put that on the fridge and that will help you. It's like doing a mini vision board, but just using a piece of paper. That will help you. Basically, when you write this list, there is somebody already out there that exists that is on this list. But you writing the list is basically stating to the universe that you're actively manifesting and creating people that have these traits because you like a man that's funny. You like a man that lives in your area. This is why be very specific, that lives close to you, that work coincides with your work, that things align, right? You make this list, you put it up, and when this person comes in, you're going to take that list. This is how you'll know that it's the person, that this is your person. You will take that list. You're going to read all of the things that you wanted in somebody, from sexual compatibility, physical compatibility, emotional, spiritual compatibility, religious compatibility, all of those different things, right? Financial compatibility. And you're going to see that this person, it maybe there's one or two things on the list that this person isn't, but you just getting somebody that's all of the majority of everything that you've written down, boom, that is a good thing. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to help you manifest and help you draw in somebody new. And when you have this list written, you're going to read it and you're going to realize that your ex was not on that list, that he didn't even make up 5 things that you have that are important for you to have a fulfilled relationship. And so this exercise, what it does is it helps you emotionally mature, and it helps you really fine tune and pick those traits that are important to you to draw into your reality, those things that you really do value in another person. And when you do that, it's like specific, you're just like ordering from the universe out of a catalog, and you're just checking, yep, I want this. Yep. Brown hair. Yep. This, and so you will end up bringing in people that are more compatible. So if your ex doesn't want you to move forward, I think you should definitely move forward. Okay, so can you see a date this month that you think your baby sister will have her baby by any chance? Okay, so what I heard was the 14th. There may be something about the 14th. I'm not seeing a guy coming towards you yet. Like that, you have to make the list, and then it's going to be a couple of months, like probably 3 months after you make the list. So if you make the list today, then you guys will be, oh, she's due the 13th. Yeah. Okay. So the 14th is the day that I was feeling. So if she's due the 13th, then yay. Is there anything? Just make sure that she's got her bag packed and everything for the hospital. She is hoping it would go early. Oh, yeah. I don't feel like it's going to be early. I feel like it may be a day late, but congratulations to her. This is going to be an awesome contributing factor that's going to change her family in such a good way. Yeah, I did pick up that it's going to be a long labor possibly, but she's going to be fine. She may be extremely tired and exhausted after it, but yeah, it's her first baby. Yeah. So make sure that, just tell her to make sure that at least by the 11th or 12th of this month, that she has a duffel bag filled with outfits, like clothes, socks, underwears, bras, all cosmetics, and you just have that bag ready to go so that when you go into labor, you just grab that bag and you take it with you. So yeah, basically that way she'll be prepared when the baby does come and she goes into, because she may go into labor on the 13th and deliver on the 14th, you know, so she's not going to want to at the last minute have to be like, oh, she is huge and swollen and can't hardly walk. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you could help her get that bag ready, that's going to be imperative, because trust me, after that baby's born, you guys are not going to want to be like having to split the family up to go back to the house to pack all this stuff that, you know, the dad's in the picture. He wouldn't know what to grab. So that's why if you just have your guys' bags and everything packed in advance, and then, you know, having like an activity for her, like a word search, but something that she can do, you know, like that's, I want to say positive for her mental health, because I'm picking up that she may experience a little bit of postpartum. So if she keeps herself busy, she'll be able to. And what postpartum is when you get pregnant, you, as that baby is developing, you, the mother carries a 20-minute labor. Wow. Yeah, I wish that was the case. But I will pray for that, and maybe that could happen. But yeah, I feel like it might be a long labor. But yeah, so you just want to definitely make sure that you've got stuff packed, that you have, you know, mindful techniques created. And then, yeah, if you can go visit your sister, you know, hospital food's not that great. I'm not gonna lie. So you bring her food or whatever, like that will make her day, literally. And so having that bag packed is, I just keep saying, have the bag packed, because she may be not even feeling like she has the energy right now to pack or anything like that. And then make sure that you pack stuff that for the baby to come home in, right? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys are going to have fun. You're going to have so much fun. I believe that, well, what I was saying about postpartum is that the mother will carry the soul of the baby. This is what I learned from my own experience of having a miscarriage. The mother will carry the soul of the baby until the baby is ready to be born. And then at that point, the soul can be transferred into the baby. And so what happens is that you're holding the soul of this baby. When that baby departs and the soul goes into the baby's body, it separates from the mother, and it causes this postpartum horrible feeling. It's the worst freaking feeling. And it can cause your emotions, your hormones, because your hormones are trying to get rebalanced and everything, to just go completely left field, right? And so that's what I'm feeling, is she may feel a little bit of that postpartum feeling. And how you fix that is you take the baby, you put it to your chest, and you just rock the child. Just rock the child, just hold the baby, you know, to her chest. Because really what she's wanting to do is reunite that soul's energy with her own. And so, wow, you have identical twin girls who are 5 months now. Wow. And another baby girl. Oh my gosh, this is going to be beautiful. Yay. You're so glad that you had boys. That is funny. Wow. Okay. So what was the other question? I think Lilith had a question. Let me go up a tiny little bit. Okay. Counterpart carrying me through the future and career endeavors. Yes, definitely something. Is this guy's spiritual? All right. Let's use the sacred timing and see when this person's going to come in. I just used it in the other reading. Where is it? Oh, okay. So what I said about the relationship still stands. Still make a list, because that is you doing something in the physical world to manifest what you're wanting, right? And it just so happens that when this person comes into your life, they will be on the list. So I'm going to say the same advice for you as well, Lilith, to make a list, put it up. You got somebody that, why am I seeing the guy that he's like the main actor on Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I don't know why I'm seeing this guy. Maybe you used to like that show. Or maybe this guy is going to look like that actor. Taurus time, April 20th, May 20th, commit yourself fully. Patience, endurance, and purpose. This person could be a Taurus, or you could be a Taurus, or they could have that highly aspect in their chart. So let's see what else. Change course. Okay, so this is just telling you that you may want to look in a different direction. That's why making that list is so important, because it says that you may need to take a different path to get there. So whatever you've been doing to manifest love, you had been manifesting a certain type of person. You want to change the way you look and that you think about things, because the person that you're going to attract in, Lilith, is going to be just the opposite of the types of guys that you've had before. I feel like each time you have any type of relationship with somebody, you get to learn more about what you want and what you don't want. April. So something shifted. So you shifted your course in April. Now, isn't Taurus is April? Yo. Taurus is April. So this manifestation's already coming into being then. And it started in Taurus time. It's changing your course though, because the other way that you were directed was going to be towards the same type of person. And that's not who is going to be your complementing partner. June. So yeah, May, June. Okay. I was getting like 3 months, but you may meet this person in June, or you may speak with them in June, or something about their energy. You guys may come into connection in June. Enjoy small pleasures and endless opportunities, leisure, escape, and beauty. And I'm literally seeing that you may meet this person when you're out, like taking a hike, walking, something, or you may meet them online and then see them in person. This is somebody that's definitely either close to your area or in the area, or they're on their way to the what I say happening now, literally from now until, I would say that you're going to probably meet this person in June. And then you guys may end up getting together in July, which will work really good if you wanted to do like the 4th of July for your what is it called? Anniversary. Yes. Motivation to go on more hikes than just to get out, because I'm seeing this beautiful June weather. I'm seeing a bright day. This person may have a dog, or they may have a cat. Unexpected, happening suddenly and sooner than you thought. Intensity, fast, and surprise. So yeah, we have happening now. Time is fleeting, so don't miss the opportunity. So there may be somebody that contacts you. I feel like this person could even be like a mentor-like energy. But yeah, you asking the universe changed your course, because you were kind of accepting whatever the universe gave you before. This person, okay, you guys may end up getting engaged in December. This next coming December is what I'm seeing. So this is a very quick, when it says unexpected, quick moving energy right there, that is very quick moving energy, because that just shows me how serious this relationship is going to be. Literally. And again, there was something in Taurus time that shifted, that changed. And you may want to look in your birth chart and see where Taurus is, because it does have to do with your love life. But this person could actually end up being a Taurus. And yeah, really, really good at making money. Yeah, an engagement. That's exciting. Okay. Now I'm going to see what the next question was. Let's see. Okay, so yes. Yeah, so Tawny, about the mental health issues. That's what I was picking up on, getting her a positive activity like a coloring book or a word search or something like that, because go away, little thing, I can't see. Something like that, because she's going to have some time where she's just in the hospital recovering and stuff like that. And she may feel that, you know, that anxiety of postpartum. And so it'll be really helpful for her to have, what you can do to distract her. Exactly. Because, you know, she'll have TV, she'll have her phone, but other than that, you want to give her something that will distract her from that energy. Because she's going to feel it triple up on her. Like, holy crap, I've got this, and this already emotionally going on. And then this is going to trigger a whole new thing. But it is temporary postpartum, you know. So it does, when the hormones go back to a normal state. Oh, Bosnia. Nice. Welcome. Yeah, her back is bad due to surgery. Okay. So so she's just so uncomfortable. Yeah. Well, she's going to be a lot happier once that baby's out of her, because what's happening right now is every time the baby moves, it's like pinching her back. So she's got some nerve pain going on. She may want to get some, you know, muscle rub, and really put that on her lower back. That's something that she can do that's just over the counter, you know, because what I'm picking up is that the baby keeps moving. And every time the baby moves, it pinches her back. Oh, from Bangladesh. Wow. Awesome. Welcome in. Yeah. Make sure that you guys subscribe. Oh, she's exhausted too. Yeah. From being strong enough to get through this, for sure. She's done everything, but it's not working. Are her legs really swollen? I'm picking up on really swollen legs. So you could mention this to her. You could even tell her that I said it. What's going on with her lower back has to do with her relationship with the Most High God. She's feeling like abandoned and not supported. And so when you get that lower back pain, a lot of the times you're not feeling supported by the Most High, or you feel like God's abandoned you. And so that's, if she could work on healing that, she's going to heal the majority of the problems in her life, even her mental health, because everything stems off of that belief and thought that God is not there for her, which is not true. God is absolutely there for her. God is here giving her a gift. You know, she just hasn't wanted to connect with God because she blames God for something. Oh, yeah. You lost Nana. Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, bringing a baby into the world is a blessing. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Bangladesh, but I'm going to definitely research it after this. That's awesome. And Belgium, I love waffles. I love Belgium waffles, and I am very interested in Germany. For some reason, I just think that it's one of the most interesting places. You're welcome. I hope that helped. And India. I love India so much. Oh, I love it. I love it, you guys. This is awesome. Okay, so let's see. The next question was, okay, so U1082, is Zach a player? Why is he not making moves towards you? Okay, so this person's not moving towards you because they have something else going on. Yes, he's a player. Absolutely. Like, definitely your intuition, U1082, is on point with him. But the thing is, he's also got a really good personality. 9 of Wands, resilience, close to succeeding, persistence, and fatigue. Yeah, so you're definitely close to succeeding here. You've shown some type of resilience. I feel like it's been hard for you to not contact him, but this is like his pattern. This guy's got a pattern. 3 of Swords, that means a third party, basically. This person's has third-party situations, heartbreak and pain, separation and grief, sorrow and trauma. He also could be having a hard time getting over an ex and he's not telling anybody. This person, he really needs to go and heal. Oh, Australia. I love Australia. Wow. Good. Yeah, let her know. You know, a good crystal that would help with that issue would probably be like a carnelian. And carnelian is orange. It looks like this. And that would help with the sacral chakra. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely a truth teller. That's what a lot of readers will just try to tell you what you want to hear, but that's not helpful. Because if you just feed into people's dreams and fantasies, then you're not guiding them in the correct way. And that's why God's like putting so many readers up under judgment right now, because he's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not even trying to help this person. So this man, he does have third-party situations quite often. He's dealing with some type of trauma. Like, this has to do with an ex of his. Yeah, he also feels very much like people are competing with him. So this is somebody that has a feeling within them, closing cycle, completion, closing cycle, achievement. He's got a feeling within him that he has to do some type of conquest. Does he have feelings for you? Yes, but he has feelings for like 3 people. That's kind of the problem. Is that he can't choose because each of these people have a different thing that he likes. But no, yeah. This person, 4 of Cups, he's very contemplating, feeling disconnected, discontented, and bored. This is why he dates more than one person, because maybe he had a brother or another person around him that also was somebody that was like about conquest, like being with a certain amount of people or getting, it's very superficial is what I'm seeing, you know. I don't know what's going on with these men. Some of them have their stuff together and some of them don't. This man's definitely not an emperor, right? You want to have the emperor, even though the emperor in the tarot is a picture of an old man. Okay. It's not always somebody that's old. Yeah, this person may end up coming back to you anyways, though. Like in a few months, he may hit you up because, like I said, he's thinking about, he's in contemplation about what he wants. And I feel like his mother, someone in his family, is pressuring him to settle down. And so he's not wanting to conform to what the world is asking of him. Yeah, he thinks that he's really strong being single, and he doesn't realize that if he what I think this man's trying to do, he's trying to figure out which one of the women that he's been with is the divine feminine. That's what I think he's trying to do. He's trying to see which one has this strength that's going to help this person evolve. Because again, if these people are with karmics, and these other 2 women I do get are karmic, like a karmic can turn a divine masculine into not being divine anymore. That's what this person's ex did to him. And then, you know, these other energies, it's like he's being deceived and tricked, almost like Jezebel. Like these Jezebel energies try to deceive him and trick him into a relationship. And that's why he's so standoffish and is like not wanting to commit and not wanting to have a relationship. Plus, he's getting all of this external pressure put on him to have a relationship. And so I feel like he's trying to figure out who the divine feminine is. And yes, I can... Lilith, that's exactly it. He's dipping his finger in every honey pot and being left with nothing in the end. That's exactly it. He doesn't know what to do. He's like contemplating, like, okay, who was it? Which one of these women was it? Because this person, after they interacted with you, and you didn't even have to have sex with this person, but after they interacted with you, they had some type of upgrade. You know what I mean? Shiva, sexy ass, showing up again, temperance. So yeah, he's trying to use temperance right now to figure out which one he's going to try to be steady with. That's what I just heard. Go steady with. Isn't that something from like the 50s? Peace and tranquility, balance and patience and harmony. So you're over here chilling, and this person is really confused, trying to figure out who to be with. I feel like he's not an emperor. So I want to see what else is coming for you. So yeah, the Queen of Swords, you're going to cut this person off because you're going to realize that they're still playing games. And the Queen of Swords is somebody that is wise from life's experiences. Oh, I love it. I love your guys' comments. It's just hilarious. It's totally dead on. But yeah, this Queen of Swords, like you're going to get into the Queen of Swords and be very cutthroat with this person when they end up contacting you, because you're going to feel like, oh, I don't want any bullshit. Because I still feel like this man is very confused. I mean, he's one of the most like confused energies. He wants to, I think his problem is he's a people pleaser. And then he's self-centered also. Knight of Cups. So yeah, charming and idealistic, determined, tactful, excuse me, and graceful. That's his energy. So like I said, he's a Knight of Cups. Knights are very fleeting energy. They come in real fast. Yeah, very confused. Come in real fast and then they withdraw real fast. So they're more people that come in and have like romantic or sexual encounters and then leave, and they're like not into cuddling, all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's good for people sometimes to have a few choices so they can learn what they want. But by the time this person realizes that they decide that they want you will have moved on and have cut this person off, because you know that he's not in the position you want. Somebody that's an emperor that could take care of you, that could support you, that's financially stable, all of that stuff, right? And so, when you see somebody come up as a Knight of Cups and they're staying in that Knight of Cups energy because of their thoughts and their beliefs, that's an energy that you don't want to have to get a fixer upper. This person's a fixer upper. If you got with them, you would be like, oh, I could be with him if and was changed. But if you can't be with the person for who they are, which this person would irritate you, then you just shouldn't be with them, because you can't change anybody else. You can only change yourself, right? And so no, that's the wisdom of knowing the difference of when. And so the karmics that are out there, they like to go to witchcraft, and they feel like this witchcraft shit is going to solve every problem, and it makes every problem 10 times worse, because literally it's not the answer. You don't, all you have to do is basically write a list down and ask God to bring you a partner, and God will do that. He seems very hard to please because he doesn't even know what he wants, which is a big problem. That's why he's just all over the place. 5 of Cups, loss and grief, disappointment, blinded to love. This man is in love with a version of somebody. He's got something in his mind that, and he brings this shit on himself. This person is literally bringing this person on. It's like they're bringing this suffering. I'm hearing bringing on the heartbreak by Def Leppard. Literally, they're bringing on their own suffering by choosing these women. That's a certain type of woman, that this type of woman always causes loss, grief, and disappointment and blinds them. So again, that's why he's like trying to figure out who is the divine one. Yes, actually thinking of someone else and comparing them. That's like so weird. But that's the way that this person thinks, and the type of girls that they get are like very overly sexual. The Lovers. So look, you do have somebody coming in that's a twin flame that's balanced with spiritual love. If you end up following up this Knight of Cups, you may end up in the this Knight of Cups, you may end up in the 5 of Cups, being disappointed, feeling blinded to his energy, because he will come in and leave, basically. Yes. Yeah. I hope that everything goes good with the birth. Make sure that she does a lot of breathing exercises and knows how to breathe through the pain. Like, I know there's Lamaze classes, but you could very well send your sister just like a YouTube video of a Lamaze class and tell her just to prepare for that. So yeah, this balance and spiritual love, this person that comes in is going to be balanced. They're going to be more on your level. And, it's like, if you hold on to this person that is in question, the Knight of Cups, then you're committed. It's like putting all of your eggs in one basket. And so the universe will not give you a new person. I mean, sometimes they'll force it on you, but most likely what the universe does is it doesn't give you a new person if you have all of your eggs in one basket with this person, right? And so that's why letting this person already let go of you, so let go of them. And again, when you do this, this person may end up coming back, literally. But just know that this person is confused. They're dealing with a lot of emotions, and they're dealing with other people's energy. Like this man has the Jezebel spirit, he smells of it. It's like all over him. And so he's going through his own spiritual battle, believe it or not, even though this guy seems kind of superficial and for face value, this person's actually going through a spiritual war right now. And you're probably one of the only energies that could help him out of it, but it's not your job to do that, right? Yeah, it's more, see, this is what I'm saying. That's why you have to just, that's why I tell you guys to use a pendulum, use muscle testing, and use your intuition so that you know what part of the message is for you, and so that you can tell when readers are being fake. Because a lot of the times they'll want to tell you what you want to hear, but what God says is what's going to go at the end of the day. So that's just what I always go with. Yes, men do like to think that they'll get better. And this person's idea of love is immature and it's not realistic, right? I feel like this person feels like all women are going to be like women in PORN videos, right? And I don't feel like that's true. Yes, it is a blessing in disguise. But well, getting to find out though that you actually have somebody, because not everybody, like a lot of these karmics don't have twin flames. That's why they try to steal y'all's relationships, because they don't have anybody. Why don't they have twin flames, ASTRAEA? Because when they did have twin flames in another lifetime, they would abuse their twin flame, which is another, like, twin flame. What twin flames are, it's the other aspect of you that at a certain amount of time when God created you, you were both in one consciousness and one body living a life, right? And so then there was a divide that happened. So when that comes back together, it's the oneness of God, and it's the most powerful thing. It's extremely powerful, and usually people get right on their divine path. I'm also seeing Shiva sitting here meditating. You know, he had to sit there and meditate when he was grieving the loss of his first wife, who sacrificed herself and went into the flames. And he was sitting there meditating for like thousands of years, and the people really needed Shiva's help, right? And so what I'm saying is that you may meditate on this and reflect on this quite often, this experience. And just remember that everything happens in divine timing, and that the more that you meditate, the more harmony you're going to bring in, and the more space you're going to remove between you and your twin flame. Empress, because you're an empress. This is exactly it. So if you were to accept this Knight of Cups energy, then, and a relationship with them, you would be an empress and they would be a Knight of Cups. Do you see the difference? How you show up as a divine, it straight up says divine feminine motherhood. And this person is not anybody that you would want to have children with. And you do have children in your future. I don't know if these are stepchildren or what they are, but I do see kids in your future. So, okay. Yes, your intuition was screaming to run, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. It would be, for sure. But so, Spirit, is there a time frame? Why does it keep saying 3 months? Maybe there's something happening in 3 months that's going to shift things for everybody. Because that's what it kind of feels like. You're welcome. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So basically, let's see. Was there any? Oh, so since Earth is, yes. What will become of them when the Earth is ascending? What I saw is like there will be a separation. So when the Earth ascends, the people that have the Christ consciousness within them, and that's just that higher vibration, we're going to be riding a natural wave of ascension, which means we're going to be bypassing death, because death is not even real, first of all. Second of all, death is like only necessary at certain points where Christ had to die and come back, so they say. But what I'm saying is that this ascension is going to bring the people that are ready to ascend, all of the light workers and stuff like that. And then as the planet ascends, we ride that wave of ascension with it. And then what's going to happen is it's like another Earth is being created and given birth to. And then we shift into that dimension of that Earth. And what I was shown is that we would be able to look back and see all of the people that did not shift, that were still asleep in the matrix, that did not wake up, that didn't want to progress. And that we would be in a separate reality where it'd be like a thin veil, where we'd still be able to see these people and all of their war and their destruction, but it would have no effect on our reality, because we're actually in a different Earth. So that's what I saw. And it's, again, I keep asking, like, when is the shift going to happen? And maybe it isn't yeah, like a literal split. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yeah. Okay, Vendongi, can you ask your question again? Yeah, go ahead and ask your question. Or I can try to look up here and see, but there's been so many comments, so you may just want to type it again. Let's see. Okay, so I'm not even finding your question. Oh, just wanted to see what's coming in your life. Okay. Yes, the difference is between us being in the spiritual world, basically, it's going to be shifting to a higher vibration for sure. The whole well, you know, the planet was a 7th dimensional planet, and then Lemuria, the tragedy with the reptilians in Lemuria happened. They used the planet destroying machine to shoot at our planet because we wouldn't submit to their reptilian bullshit. And the Lemurians basically used their Merkabas, combined it together. They sent a lot of beings inside the earth and got a lot of them off planet. And then they used their shield to wrap around the earth so that when they fired this weapon to blow our planet up, it ended up hitting that force field that they had created through like prayer and through expanding their Merkabas. And basically, it's damaged a lot of people that were there. Yeah, 7 above and 6 below us. It's damaged a lot of people that are there, that were there, that still have incarnated now. And so basically, a lot of people were in Lemuria, like a lot of you guys were. And what happened was you were like, I'm going to reincarnate until the planet ascent. Because what happens, it went from a 7th dimensional planet, we got hit with that planet killing weapon, went to a 5th dimensional. And then the tragedy, like, you know, a time later, the tragedy Atlantis happened, took the planet from a 5th dimensional planet to a 3rd dimensional planet. And so basically, yeah. Why do we fall down? That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Gravity, I guess. I don't know. Or clumsiness. But we fall down so that we can ascend, basically. And so that's why we're going to get to ride that wave of ascension. Okay. So let's see what's coming in your life, Bendongi. I hope I'm saying your name, Bendongi. I know. I don't know why I'm not famous yet either, but it'll happen when it's meant to happen. I just try not to. I don't really care about being famous. I think it would be nice in some aspects, but some aspects it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if famous people are really happy. Okay, so I'm using the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot to answer your question because I feel like the Twin Flame Tarot is very specific to love. And we're just kind of getting generally what's going to happen in the month of May for you. There's going to be a transition. Oh my gosh, you're going to have something, your wishes, dreams, and happiness. Oh my gosh. Yes, please write it again. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is saying, make your wish. Your wish is going to come true. Blow that into the universe. 3 of Water, celebration, community, and friendship. So you could be getting invited to a wedding. You could also be just like celebrating with your friends or getting together out in nature with people. You may end up finding that at a family celebration, you may end up reuniting with people as well. What are reptilians? They're a type of extraterrestrial that are like reptile like, and they're very, you know how we have a reptile part of our brain, like that's all they got is that reptile part of their brain because they're reptilians. So they don't have they don't understand fear, and they don't understand the first week of June. Yeah, okay, so you got something coming up the first week of June, but reptilians don't understand fear. That's why, and they're very, some of them have evolved, okay, a little bit. But the type of reptilians that I pick up on are ones that are really scary. So they want total domination and control, basically. Lower consciousness beings. Yeah, for sure. It's a wedding in your family. This is a celebration. Oh my gosh. And it's in June. Beautiful. So you may end up meeting somebody, or have you invited anybody to go? But yeah, the reptilians can basically shapeshift. And what they did was they took a page out of the book, out of the Devil's Bible, which is a book that's like this. It's like this big. It's like literally like that big. And they started interbreeding their reptilian DNA into like the Rothschilds and into other families that usually get put in a position of power. And then what these reptilians do is they basically, after they have their energy bred into that family, they possess who is ever in power. Yeah, lower beings, basically. And they feed off of fear and any type of energy that's lower vibrational. These are not reptilians that are like sucking up good energy. They try to cause things where there will be mass trauma and stuff like that, very denser energies. Yeah. So you do have friends that are here supporting you. I see this butterfly, and I feel like this is one of your spirit totems. There's a white butterfly right there. I feel like when you see white butterflies, that you're getting a message from the spiritual realm, that you have friends around. So yeah, this King of Air energy, you're going to meet somebody who is knowledgeable, objective, and respected. This person's extremely wise. Is this a family member? No. This is somebody that may just be at the wedding, or are you inviting, have you invited anybody to the wedding? I don't think that you have. Yeah, we shouldn't fall that low. Whoa, those cards just flew out. Eight of Water, searching empowerment and fulfillment. So this man could be something that you're actually searching for. So you haven't invited anybody yet. So this could either be somebody you end up inviting, or you're going to see them at the wedding and meet them. This person's single. So that's why I was like, So this Eight of Water shows me that you're searching. You are empowered. See how that is a guardian angel that's basically leading her down that path. You are being divinely led at this time. And also, you're going to come into some type of fulfillment. And that's because you're being divinely led. Now, this came out also with that card with the Eight of Water. And this is the wheel. This is a group of angels. It's the Ophanim, but this is luck, progress, and change. So something about your luck is improving. Wow, big time. Big time. You have so much angelic energy around you. Oh. Wow. So this luck is something that really, this is a big energy right here. This is a big, okay, you're having your exams. Yes, this is going to go well. This is going to go very well for you. So this Two of Air energy is your fear. I feel like when it comes to completing your exams, to getting it to everything that you feel like it may be difficult, there's a little bit of indecision, avoidance, and confusion. And it's just because you're doubting yourself, right? Which is normal. Anytime you have to take a test, pass exams, you're just like, am I going to be enough? But you have luck here also on your side. So you already are enough. And that's what you need to keep reminding yourself at this time. And if you feel any confusion, the more that you tap into that wish fulfillment, remind yourself why you're doing everything that you do, right? Things will become so much more clear. They're also receiving justice for something. I'm not for sure what for, but this is good energy. Something about your energy brings in the law of karma. Like you could very well, when you walk out of people's lives, like they could experience the worst karma in the world. And I don't know if you know that when you walk out of somebody's life, ooh, that's like the worst sting in the world. Also, if you were feeling like you were not being treated fairly in some type of way, that is going to balance out as well. But it does talk about the law of karma, and I feel like you have a lot of good karma coming in. And also this man, whoever this King of Air is, he's got a lot of good karma as well. Queen of Water, loving, giving, and psychic. Wow. Wow, yo. So you have abilities. You're loving and you're giving. These abilities may be what's helping you get justice, literally. by you intuitively knowing what people's intentions are. And I feel like you do. You can read people really well. It's like things will just come to you and you don't know where they're coming from, so you dismiss them. I want you to stop dismissing what comes to you. Whatever comes to you, even if it's something that seems negative or outlandish, if you're picking it up psychically, like there is a reason for it, okay? Because you're tapping into something divine. Even if it sounds negative, trust me, the people that are mediums, we just know that there are a lot of, people that are, there's a lot of dead people that will straight up tell you to go fuck yourself, literally. And so when you pick up messages, you may be interacting with somebody that's crossed over, okay? And so dead people don't always have the nicest things to say because they're still who they were, right? Like when they do cross over, they change a little bit, but it's not like they're different people. You know what I'm saying? So don't dismiss, even if you don't know why you're getting the information. I would see how she's got like a notebook. I would be noting everything down because these little bits of information that you get are predicting what's going to happen in the future for you. Knight of Air, intellectual, determined, and motivated. Wow. So yes, you're going to be very motivated. And I do feel like it is going to be using this psychic ability, and it's going to be motivated to think happy thoughts, feel really good, and be in your best self. That's what I'm getting. You're understanding like what you need to do to balance your energy. And that's something that only time can teach you really how to balance out your energy. You releasing the need to control everything, because I feel like when you have natural abilities, you do understand what's going on a deeper underlying level. And then it's like you basically feel like you can control it, but it controls you in a sense, because it's the thing. It's just working naturally to give you information about the situation. So if there is anything to release, right, that you can just do that, and then you can move forward. Endings, transformation, and freedom. So there is something that will need to be released, and it's probably an attachment to the old way of you thinking that things needed to be done. And I feel like you're going to bring whatever, you're going to get some type of download that's going to be either a song or an idea or something that you get from the spiritual realm, and you're going to create that. You're going to become very determined and motivated, and it's going to help a lot of people release anxiety, and maybe it will help a somatic release. It's going to help a lot of people release anxiety and also the need to control. This Two of Water, partnership, commitment, reconciliation. So I don't feel like you're going to reconcile with somebody from the past, but I do feel like this Two of Water is a love partnership that's going to come in. And then we've got the Moon, intuition, illusion, and revelation. So you may have a revelation while you're sleeping about your divine life purpose. And this revelation may help you grow. And he does like you. Wow. Okay, let me look at that. So you're having a revelation right now about this person. The Chariot, willpower, victory, recognition. That's fast moving energy right there. Let's see with the Twin Flame Tarot, what comes forward. I feel like this person is very compatible for you, and maybe you friend zoned them. You don't know his name, but you're seeing it everywhere. Okay, wow. Wow, that's wild. Wow. The Hanged Man, sacrifice and waiting, perspective, lack of direction. So do you feel like you've been waiting on this person? Maybe you friend zone them, because that right there would be sacrificing the relationship if you put them in the friend zone. But let's see. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you could have felt like you needed to protect yourself, stand your ground, and defend yourself. I don't feel like this person is any type of threat to you. I feel like you're just suspicious of everyone at this time, because if they're coming into your life right now, that they're coming in to do something. And you do have a love contract. But I think it's releasing the need to control, and then releasing what you can't what you can't change. 3 of Wands, looking ahead, confidence, growth, and foresight. So yeah, in the future, you're not going to have to be in this defensive energy. Hierophant, this man, whoever you're talking about, has Hierophant energy, which is higher learning and beliefs. So yeah, something about that right there already shows me that there's a compatibility. Yeah. And it could be that this person has different tradition or different belief system than you, but I don't feel like their belief system is wrong. I just feel like it's just different, you know? Yeah. So that's exactly it. 3 of Swords, heartbreak and pain, separation and grief, sorrow and trauma. So yeah, this Hierophant energy, you may feel like, well, I don't feel like this person is a conformer, but I do feel a very big attraction there. He may be going through some type of heartbreak and pain right now, or he may be literally separated from an ex that was draining his energy, or just, wow, you just told him to wait for some time and you're not. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So basically how this was like, the Hangman is sacrifice and waiting, perspective, lack of direction. So that's your energy right there. And then, you know, I don't feel like he's feeling defensive at all. I feel like he's kind of just, you know, he has something within him that is higher learning. He has intuition as well. 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled, contentment and pleasure. So literally, he may be sad because you are telling him to wait, but I literally feel like this man is very attracted to you. I feel like if you gave him a chance and took him out of the friend zone, you could potentially be a 9 of Cups with him. And, you know, maybe inviting him to the wedding would be like a good idea. Okay, so I've got time to do one more. And I know it was, yes, I do agree with that. Absolutely. I feel like you'll be able to make a decision. You know, you've got physical chemistry with him. You just didn't open yourself to that before. Okay, so Shanu, what is your question? I'm looking back here and I'm just seeing comments. So yeah, so what's wrong with being like, well, we don't want to be like the reptilians. Okay, let's see. Just want to know what's coming in your life. Oh wait, no, that was one person. That's random there. 14 realms. Yes, absolutely. 7 above and 6 below for sure. Yeah, those are like the locas, right? Yeah. Good. Yeah, you're going to get confirmation about this. What's up with the energies, Shanu? Okay, let's see what's up with the energies. Yes, your thoughts are your, you know, and the more that you pay attention to your thoughts, the easier it's going to be for you to become mindful of when your intuition is firing off. Because if you get a thought more than 3 times, that could be something on the outside of you that's telling you to think something. Anytime I get a thought 3 times in a row, I know that I'm being manipulated or that somebody's wanting me to think something. So when you get confirmation about your thoughts, that's a good sign. Okay, Shanu, so what's up with the energies? You do get reoccurring thoughts about your ex? Okay, well, that makes me think that we should do the Twin Flame Tarot. This is such a helpful deck. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so you've been dealing with this. It's habitual, your anxiety and your escape route for sure. You're definitely coping with something. Emperor. So you're an Emperor energy. You're divine masculine, control and authority. Let's see. So there's some things that this ex won't budge on. They're kind of stubborn. Wow, 50 to 100 times a week? That is crazy. That is somebody sending you energy and telepathy. Two of States. Okay, Two of Swords. Stalemate and stuck, denial, difficult choices, crossroads. So right now, Shanu, you're at a crossroads. That's what's going on with the energy, is that you've got basically two options of, do you want to go back towards this person from your past, or do you want to go to the future? I'm not, well, let's see what this person, this ex is. Let's see how they come out with the cards. Okay. 8 of Wands, fast movement, quick decision, sudden progress. So it's like you're in a stuck situation right now just because you don't know which choice to make. Oh, he's into manifestation too. Good. So you guys are spiritually aligned. That's going to be awesome. Okay, so fast movement. There is fast movement coming in with this situation. Page of Cups. So you're dealing with somebody that has a little bit of inner child healing they need to go through. Their head's stuck in the clouds, this Page of Cups energy. Wow. You guys, that's awesome. Immature and had issues and impatient and yes, promiscuous. Well, that's exactly the same energy that I'm picking up again. The cards are just saying the same thing. So, it's going to be up to you whether you want to go backwards or not, but the divine is telling you that if you decide not to take her back, and again, there's nothing wrong with, being confused and trying to figure out, but you are an emperor energy. You're a divine masculine. This person feels a little bit karmic to me. You don't want to get with somebody that's going to suck your energy and your light out of you and then turn you into somebody that's in fear and worry and distress all of the time. And that's the energy that I get with this feminine person, that they kind of they pull you down the rabbit hole with them. That's exactly it. Yeah, she does this a lot though. And that's her way of, you are trying to cope with the stress that this person caused you from the past. You didn't have anxiety and worry and all this other crap before this person. And that's the thing you need to remember. Before this, you didn't have any of these worries. Since you've been with this person was playing on your self-confidence, and they were kind of just wanting you to feel very low, Oh, you guys are so welcome. I love being here with you. Yeah, she was very insecure and would manipulate you emotionally. And now you're suffering from basically trauma and anxiety because of what she did. And again, that was her way of coping with her insecurity. Like I said, she has a lot of inner child healing that she needs to do. Her head's in the cloud. But, I don't feel like since you guys have been separated that she's changed in any type of ways. Yeah. 2 of Wands, planning and waiting, making a decision, choosing a path. This is spirit telling you, okay, well, what this one path was like with this person. If you decide to go down a different path. Okay, so there's also somebody else. She's hanging out with him a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this person played on your top. Like, I just feel like they really played you in some type of way. And so, and this is not new for this person to do this. I mean, this person did this to their ex as well. But I feel like everything that's showing me is that you're basically planning and waiting. You want to you want sudden progress, but you don't know if this person is ever going to change. You can't change this person. Yeah, I don't feel like you're as immature as her, because you're showing up as the Emperor. That was the first card out. So I don't feel like you're immature in the way that she is. And I'm seeing this alcohol here. Maybe she likes to drink a lot or something. Or maybe that's part of what her coping mechanism is. I feel like, she pulled you into her problems, then drug you down a rabbit hole. Yeah, and she never established any boundaries. That's because this person likes to emotionally manipulate other people. That's the type of person. That's why I said they need to heal their inner child. Yeah, but you don't need to blame yourself, because this, yes, you are responsible for what you create in your reality, but this is not something that you should feel guilty about. You're definitely being manipulated by a vampire. 5 of Swords, somebody that's aggressive. They bully and cause you stress. So yeah, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you if I was in your situation, I would never go back to this person, because the trauma, the amount of PTSD you have from this person is like ridiculous. This, you had, when you met this person, you're in the Emperor, and this person's tried to drag you down to be a lower vibration, but you have not come out of your divine masculine. Yeah, your studies are getting hindered because this, you're being affected by a Jezebel, basically. And she's doing this stuff with this other guy to and intentionally telling you to make you jealous. This is an intentional thing. That's why you're still, if that's why it's like you're still going back and forth with her, but there's not really like words that are being shared. This is all you seeing stuff and her playing you, thinking that, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So there is something about this person. She wants, you know, she's seeing a Knight of Pentacles that's extremely karmic. I'm also seeing that you're working so that you can be steady, so that you can be committed, patient, conservative, so that you can basically be this divine masculine. You continue to work on yourself, but this other person is telling this person to do shadow work would never work. Like this person would be like, what? No, nothing is my fault. This person truly believes in their heart and soul that they're innocent and that playing people is fine and that they're not doing anything wrong. You know, but again, if you tell this person about themselves, they will flip out on you. I would not suggest doing that. Be like, well, you know, you're kind of being immature and you're kind of being petty and you're kind of on devil time, you know, Jezebel. Yeah, if you told this person about themselves, they would flip out. They would not be able to handle that, because any amount of truth that this person receives, they deny it and they go straight to wanting to drink or doing some other type of destructive coping mechanism. And there's nothing wrong with alcohol. There's nothing wrong with drinking. But if you're using it as a coping mechanism, then it may help you cope, but it's not going to be the answer to the problem, if that makes sense. So obsession and addiction, toxicity and excess, and codependency. I just heard overspending. This person likes to spend a lot of money. Ace of Pentacles, yo. This person wants an Ace of Pentacles from you. New opportunities, abundance, prosperity, security, and stability. This is what you're working on. This Ace of Pentacles is insured to you, not to her. Yeah, very stereotypical is what I would say. For sure. You're definitely right with that. Lilith, definitely on point as usual. The Moon. So yeah, just beware of this woman. When she sees you come into the Ace of Pentacles, you may want to not allow this person to see what comes in your future. She's going to feel like she really lost out, because it's this hidden confusion, secrets, and uncertainty. She's going to try to go do something up under the moon to get you back, and it's going to backfire because you're a divine masculine. Talk with her and make her realize how crazy she can be. That's what I'm saying. If you did that, she would flip out on you. Like she would completely go into crazy mode. So that's why I'm saying, no, even this person's own family members will not tell them about themselves because they're afraid of the reaction. And this person does something up under the moon, some type of manifestation or magic or something. I just see the potential for her to use this devil energy and try to manipulate you over your Ace of Pentacles. An Ace of Pentacles comes from the Most High God. And so that's something that's insured to you. It's written in your book of life, written in your timeline, part of your fate and destiny to have this money. The Ace of Pentacles is much better than a 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is an inheritance, something being given to you from the Most High. You got this karmic. This person is very karmic to you. Their behavior is extremely karmic and toxic. And not just to you, but to everybody that they're with. And this other Armand or Aman, whatever his name is also extremely toxic. I mean, that was one of the people that was in the Five of Swords that fights with her. So this Knight of Pentacles energy, I thought it was a King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This other guy is showing up with the Knight of Pentacles with the devil. He's more on her level. Sorry, but they're more on the same level. Yeah, kind of a playboy, exactly. Five of Wands, conflict and ego, competition and rivals, aggression and tension. So if you want to talk to her, I mean, this is somebody that's really hard to work with because they're unwilling to look at themselves, unwilling to heal, and unwilling to do any type of work that would make them progress in life. That's why they're a Page of Wands energy. They're stuck in their ego, big time. So I don't feel like that's going to change. I feel like this person may end up becoming more aggressive. The more that you want this person to heal, the more they're going to push back against you. And again, you can't be with somebody that, well, I mean, you can try to be with somebody that doesn't respect you, but this person doesn't respect the way that you feel because they're in your face on devil time and up underneath the moon trying to make you jealous so that trust me, all of this is about an Ace of Pentacles. So this person is very much into money, 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 and what will God give me? And God's not going to give this woman a new opportunity with anybody good until she cleans up her act, basically. If that makes sense. Page of Swords, curious and witty, chatty and gossip, communication, finding information. So she may be trying to find out information if you're with anybody or not. She could be asking you that, literally. Are you with anybody? Okay, because trust me, if you get with somebody and she asks you, because you guys have stayed friends, if she asks you, are you with anybody, and you end up getting with somebody, do not even, until you have been with that person for at least 6 months, don't post them. Don't tell this woman about them, because she is going to, whether she wants to be with you or not, this is how you know you're dealing with a true narcissist and manipulator. Whether she wants to be with you or not, she doesn't want nobody else with you. So she'll go up under the moon and do some type of spell to keep you single and to keep other women away from you. And God is going to slap this woman down and I'm telling you, she's going to do this, and God's going to slap her for it. And it's because you hold the divine masculine energy and she's confused. And which is probably a good thing, because if she saw your true door to value, she would manipulate you 10 times more hardcore. Right? She feels like she's very curious and witty, but again, always showing up as a page energy, somebody that's young and immature, and that, basically wants to find out any information that she can use against her. Yeah, what if he says that he's with someone new and it's not being true? Well, that would be a good way to test the waters to see what this person's going to do that. Because literally, when you give people false information and then you feel them go in the spirit and try to do witchcraft with that false information, it makes them look stupid and they fall on their ass. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Just misleading this person just to test them. But the moon also does talk about being tested, and she's being tested. Her integrity is whether she's going to try to manipulate you, this divine masculine, into getting back with her. She's definitely looking ahead to the future, and she feels like she has some type of foresight, and this is devil energy that's deceiving this woman. She's being tricked straight up. Yeah, God slaps her down. Yeah, exactly. Just clear her out of the way so somebody new can come in, because like the second card was this Two of Swords, these two pathways right here. And one is going to the past and one is going to the future. And so if you can let go of the past, God will bring you in a different future. But this situation, God's using you as bait to tempt this woman to see if she's going to try to manipulate you in any type of way. And when she goes to do it, it's going to backfire. 10 of Cups. Yeah, this is going to, every time these people try to do anything manipulative to you, you end up coming into happiness and family harmony, emotional stability. So it's like when they try to curse you, it basically blesses you and it puts them in the Five of Pentacles. Why is God doing that? Because if you want to be with this woman, God wants to test the integrity of this woman in your face so that you can see that this woman ain't shit to you, basically. It's not just distracting you, it's teaching you a very valuable lesson right now. This is a very valuable lesson, learning from this experience. Because when you learn from this experience, then the next person that you draw in will not be a page energy. They'll be, either a queen or hopefully an empress, right? So yeah, we do have free will, and God's never going to take away that. Well, I'll rephrase that. God will take away the free will of people that abuse it to the point where they've gotten so many warnings, then God can put you in an accident or get you in a coma or some shit like that. But again, that's people who have ignored every sign from the universe, every communication, every vision. They've been warned 100,000 times from every reader that ever exists. Like, it's those types of situations that shit like that happens. Yeah, you often feel like you still have feelings for her, for sure. But if you didn't leave her, she would have dragged you. Just remember that she drags you down that rabbit hole. If you go towards a different future, you will be in the 10 of Cups. For some reason, you being happy is going to put her in the 5 of Pentacles. I don't know if you are helping her financially, but she's about to experience a major loss, abandonment, unemployment, and struggle. Once she tries to do this moon magic on you, she's going to experience a loss that's unavoided. Yes. Yeah, stay strong, everybody. You guys are going to get through this, though. This is just a learning experience. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about other people. And then you're learning about what your needs are. Yeah. And you don't need somebody in your life that is dragging you to hell, literally. And that's what this person eventually would do if you stayed with them long enough. And so just just know that if you have PTSD from this person, and it's going to take a little bit to heal, but I do feel like you can do that, and you will do that. It's very much like a test. Yeah. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. This was awesome. I loved interacting with you guys. Make sure that you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Okay, God bless you. I'll see you in the next one. Sending you guys air hugs, lots of love and support for your journey, okay? All right, peace be with you until the next reading. You guys are very welcome. I'll see you later. Bye.